let's get over here to the old YouTubers. Figure out where we're going, what we're doing. Get this thing edited together. Because I have to edit my stream every morning and then make it public. So we're definitely public, and we're live. So let's listen to some Natalie. Figure out what the heck we're gonna listen to, and get some coffee.
Coffee time, my dreamy friend. It's coffee time. Let's listen to some jazz and rhyme, and have a cup of coffee. Let me show a little coffee house I know, where all the new bohemians go to have a cup of coffee.
Good morning, Nez!
Greeting time, the music box is beating time. It's good old-fashioned meeting time, so grab a chair and bring me there, 'cause that's just the place where I'm at. Coffee time, my dreamy friend, it's coffee time. Let's sing this silly little rhyme and have a cup of coffee.
Such a groovy song.
Hey, greeting time, that music box is beating time. It's good old-fashioned meeting time, so save me a chair. I'll see you there, 'cause that's just the place that I'm at. Coffee time, my dreamy friend, it's coffee time. Let's sing this silly little rhyme and have a cup of coffee. We'll have a cup of coffee, just a little bit of Java. Yeah, we'll have a cup of Joe, don't you know, 'cause it's coffee time.
Definitely coffee time. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning, Sister Nez. Hope all is a well and a swell and a totally hip and groovies in y'all's, as they say here, y'all's neck of the woods. Just getting around, sipping on my coffee. It actually didn't get as cold last night as it did the previous night, because I didn't sleep with my heater on at all. At all. I mean, it's very, 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 very unusual for me to be not running my heater in the middle of January. So, heck yeah, Nez, all is peaceful. Heck yes, exactly, all is peaceful. Yeah, it's been rainy, super duper rainy here. It rained all day yesterday. It was just one of those cold, rainy days. I think the temperature didn't get much above 38 or 39 degrees yesterday. So it was one of those cold, rainy days. It's kind of going to be like that again today. I don't think it's going to be as cold, but it was cold yesterday. So by the time I got off work yesterday, which I was hoping I'd get off at a good hour, a decent hour, but I had to work a little overtime. But by the time I got off work and got to my shower, it felt so good, that shower. I did not want to get out of the shower at all. Seriously, it was just like, oh man. because it was so cold. It was just cold and rainy and soggy yesterday, and I don't know. I just was having a hard time like warming up. So that hot shower felt so good. So it is Thursday, the 23rd. The 23rd of January, 2020. Still a little sleepy, Nez? Still a little sleepy. I'm sorry. It is early. 6:30 in the a.m. is definitely early if you don't have to be up and about and doing things. It's definitely early. And I, myself, of course, even though I go to bed a decent hour, I was so cozy in my bed this morning, I didn't want to get up. I was like, no, I don't want to get up. Hey, at least you're not too crabby. I don't know why, but all of a sudden, the name Crabtree. Mrs. Crabtree from, I don't know if you ever watched The Little Rascals, Nez, back in the old days. The old, not the new one, not the one that came out in the 90s, the movie, but the old serials. They call them serials. The old little flicks back in the 20s and 30s called The Little Rascals. And their teacher was named Mrs. Crabtree. Mrs. Crabtree. For some reason, when you said Krabby, I thought of that. But I'm a big fan of the original Little Rascals. Big fan. And speaking of the Little Rascals, it was just about a week or so ago, I was actually watching somebody in Los Angeles went to some of the original filming locations to the old original 1920s and 30s Little Rascal TV, or the little shorts, and went to some of the original filming locations. And it showed how different it was when it was filmed in the 30s to when it is now. It's just like, oh my God. LA is amazingly changed, of course, but just to see actual filming locations that was used for the Little Rascals is really cool. Really cool. I made a little bit too much coffee this morning. Usually I make enough for maybe 2 cups of coffee. And when I woke up this morning and kicked on the coffee pot, the coffee thing, I left the lid open, so it was just percolating. It was just percolating. And I thought I forgot to put water in it last night, so I dumped in more water, and Lord and behold, I made more coffee than I needed this morning. So if anybody's in my neck of the woods in the next 15, 20 minutes, come on over to the VW bus. I'll pour you a cup of coffee. I got an extra cup. Underneath here in my stash area. I'll get you a cup. Well, I certainly appreciate old Dez hanging out with me this morning in the old VW bus. I do. Turn my heat up. I had my heat turned off. I'm gonna turn it on a little bit because it is getting a little chilly. A little chilly. Heck yeah, Nez. I see that you do those, and I miss your little, your live streams during the daytime. Because unfortunately I'm working and running around and stuff like that. But when I can, I try to listen for just a few minutes. The old Nez and her coffee time with Nez. Coffee time with Nez. So yep, the plan this weekend, tomorrow, Friday, because it is Thursday, tomorrow, the plan is jump in the old Ford and head to my mom's house. The old Ford, so, but you know, anything can change with work, because we're moving into a new store in Tulsa, and anything can change. Yesterday, they kind of asked me if I wanted to drive to Tulsa yesterday evening around 3 o'clock-ish. That means I wouldn't have been back till late last night. And I was not I just didn't feel very comfortable about driving at night. I'm not a very comfortable driver at night anymore. It seems like definitely in the past 4 or 5 years, me driving at night, I'm more at edge. I'm more, you know, I don't like driving at night. My perception, my depth perception at night is not very well, and I don't know why. I wear glasses and all that stuff now. Before I figured it's because I needed glasses. Now that I got glasses, it's still basically the same. Because the other morning, my boss had me back a rental truck, a big rental truck, into one of the docks, and it was still kind of dark out because I was there really early, and I was having a hard time backing the truck straight in, and I didn't like that. I really did not like that a bit, but that's because I have a hard time when it gets dark with depth perception. Driving don't give me much anxiety. I mean, I like driving. That's my job, Nez. It's just here the past few years, driving at night has really got to bother me. It gives me high anxiety driving at nights. I don't like it, especially even more so after I hit that deer last year, because that was early in the morning when I was leaving to go back to work. So I just don't like driving at night, period. I don't. It does scare me. Well, some people, I mean, if it gives you anxiety, I say don't do it. So I'm glad you're not driving. Because if it gives you anxiety, don't do it. Because it gives a lot of people anxiety, and they have to drive. They have to drive no matter what to do whatever they have to do in life. And I see a lot of these folks out and about when I'm out delivering, and they're dangerous. They are, because they get anxiety and they're trying to get onto the freeway, and they're not like, you know, following up to speed of the freeway. They're so scared they don't know what to do, and it makes it very, very dangerous. So it's a very groovy thing, Nez, that you've decided not to drive because of anxiety, and that's very, very, it's a good thing, because I say if it gives you anxiety, don't do it. Don't do it. And that comes with anything, you know. I mean, sometimes, you know, anxiety is a good thing. Sometimes you know, a little bit of fear is a good thing, because you got to get over that hill. Once you get over that hill, everything is like smooth sailing. But you know, some things you just can't do. You know, like me, I don't do spiders. I don't do bugs. I'm like, I do not do bugs. No. So that gives me anxiety. If it gives you anxiety, it's not a good thing, you know, most of the time. Yeah, exactly. And as we don't feel safe, that's why I chose not to go to Tulsa so late in the afternoon yesterday, because it was raining. It was raining, and I seen a few accidents already yesterday when I was delivering. So yes, it was raining yesterday, and to be driving in the rain at night, no. I would not, no. And when it comes to a driving job, I was trained when I learned to become a professional driver. They train you that in the end, you are the ultimate deciding factor of what you are driving. If it's a box truck, or if it's a car, or if it's a big rig, if it's a school bus, or whatever the case may be, in the end factor, it's your decision on how your ability to perform and drive that machine is. So, yeah, I felt very good on saying I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't feel comfortable driving at night. And he's like, you'll be back by 6:30, 7 the latest. Yes, but that's still dark. dark 30. I don't care. Dark 30 is dark 30. You know, dark is dark. And I've always had a problem. I started noticing this problem with driving at night when I was driving for this company in Los Angeles to Los Angeles International Airport. It wasn't that bad because most of my driving was at night, but that's when I started noticing this. This is way back in 2013, 2012, 2013-ish. So, you know, I don't know if it's just because of an age thing or if it's an actual sight thing that I have a problem with depth perception at night. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't. But I do know this. I've been having that dang old kazoo kid bugging the heck out of me. He just wants to do his kazoo. All right, just do it. Do it, kazoo. Do it, kazoo kid.
I like to sing, dance, pretend, and kazoo.
All right, kazoo kid, get your butt to school, man. Learn something, man. Be productive. Lurkers, huh? That's all good. Lurkers are lurkers, man. Don't bother me. They're hanging out in the VW bus. They're just like, ooh, what's going on? They're probably tired. They're probably trying to wake up. They're sipping on their coffee. Don't know how much to say. They're like, oh, let's see what Brad, he's just yip-yapping. He's up early. He's just yip-yapping. It's because I drink coffee, man. I drink some coffee. I'm ready to start my day. And of course, a little sativa, a little CBD sativa really does the trick, you know. Man, when the universe made CBD sativa and coffee, they just like, they did the trick right there. They did. Let's get a little bit more coffee. Just a little bit more. Dang, that's good. Of course, we'll be sipping on coffee in the morning. But after tomorrow, we won't be sipping on coffee in the VW bus until Tuesday morning. Of course, you know, because I'm going to Mom's for the weekend. And yes, I'm very close to my mom. I've always been close to my mom, my family, my mom and my dad, especially my dad when he was alive. But after my dad passed back in 2015, I've just been closer, let's just say, to my mother. My mom says I hover. I like to hover a lot, but, you know, my dad ain't around, so I just and I'm the oldest, so gotta step up to the plate. And I tell a lot of folks, that's the only reason I'm here in Oklahoma. The only reason is just to be close to my mother and my family. You know, that's the only reason. When I was in California, when my pops passed, it was a hard thing to go through, being so far away when something like that happens. And, you know, of course I was with my VW bus. I had to leave my VW bus in Santa Barbara. I think I was talking about this the other day. Beautiful Santa Barbara, California, at my buddy Arnie's house, him and his wife Annie's. But yeah. So that's the only reason I'm in Oklahoma. But everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And, you know, I got myself a good career, a good job. And, oh, I'm sorry, Nez. Your mom passed 10 years back. It's a hard thing. All right, now I have to kick on the little heater a little bit. It's amazing when as the morning progresses, I guess before the sun comes up, it seems like everything gets colder. Like the sun is pulling the heat or the whatever's away from Earth when the sun rises. And it's crazy, because I would notice this feeling when I was living in California. It seemed like early morning, right before the sun rose, it was the coldest it could be. And it's just, that's what it seems like. It's always the coldest before the sunrise. Stoner! Good morning, Stoner!
Smoke weed every day.
Yes, sir. One more time for Stoner.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah. Good morning, brother man. Hope all is a well and a swell and a totally hip and groovy over there in your neck of the woods. Heck yeah, man. One of these days, maybe some folks, we all meet up somewhere and everybody can have a little coffee session in the old VW bus. Wouldn't that be really groovy? Everybody just hang out in the old VW bus. Time Chaser! Time Chaser! Good morning! High five, man! Yes, have a super duper day, man! Super duper Thursday. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for hanging out this morning. Elsewhere. Good morning, Elsewhere. Good morning. Good morning. All right, be safe over there in the shower. Be safe over there in the shower. I had myself a shower. Speaking of shower, I had myself a shower last night, man. Yes. I headed to the truck stop after a long day working in the rain and the cold. I went to the truck stop, took myself a long, hot shower, man. And I know there's truck stops different, but the way I understand it, the Pilots and the Flying J truck stops got the best, powerful, longest, and the hottest showers out there. At least what my brother says. My brother's an over-the-road truck driver, and he goes to a lot of truck stops, and he says the Pilot and the Flying J's are the longest ones, so the best ones. So yes, I took myself a long shower last night. It was so good. And then I went and had myself an unhealthy dinner. Yes, I did. Very, very, very unhealthy dinner. While I was in the shower, at the Pilot truck stop there, they have a McDonald's. And yes, I've ate at that McDonald's a few times, but while I was in the shower, I could smell that McDonald's. I could smell the French fries and especially the chicken nuggets cooking. That's at least what I thought it was. And I got super hungry for chicken nuggets. And I know it's not super healthy and it's jacked it up and jankier than jankiness, but that's what I was hungry for. And it was cheap. I got me something to eat, and that's what I had for dinner last night. Showered and ate right there, and then came back to the VW bus and just hung out for the rest of the evening. I was actually in bed by 9 o'clock last night. Super tired. Man, it's good coffee. So yes, I'm anxious to go see my mom this weekend because it's her birthday. I mean, I'm anxious to see my mom all the time when I see her, but it's her birthday this Sunday. And so, I know to my mom, her birthdays ain't special. It's just blah, 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 blah to my mom. But to me, they're very special. I cherish those times with my mom. So I'm excited to take her out to dinner and to lunch and just let her enjoy her birthday. Because after this visit to my mom's, February, because we're going to be going into February soon, I think I'll get one more visit to mom's before it starts, but our inventory where I work will be starting in February. So it's blacked out month. That means I can't, we work every day until inventory is done, even if it takes 2 to 3 weeks. So, yeah, but I'll be making some really good, I make a good paycheck as it is. I make too much than I need, but when inventory starts, you know, I might just be buying me a plane ticket to somewheres. Plane tickets to somewheres. Oh, shoot. You guys are praying. What's going on here? I got to catch up on... You guys been yip-yapping. I apologize. Oh, always be praying. Putting in the vibes. Putting in the positive vibes. Oh, man. This week has definitely gone by fast. Definitely gone by fast. And anything can happen. I can end up going to Tulsa today. I can end up going back to Tulsa. Going on Tulsa time. MFJ's Fart Club, Brother Mark. Good morning, brother man. Hope all is well and swell and totally hip and groovy in your neck of the woods. I'm glad you're stopping in. Glad you're stopping in. It's good to have a good bunch of folks in the old VW bus. Always is. You know, as we truck on through this existence of life, you know, we have our ups and our downs and our weirdness. And the people that come in to try to throw some janky screwballs in, you know, we just got to keep on trucking, right? Just got to keep on trucking. I'm very appreciative. I'm very grateful for each and every one of you fine folks that stop in and say hi to me. Folks that give you the thumbs up, the thumbs downs, the subscribers, the non-subscribers, the lurkers, the friends. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm grateful for those moments we share together. We're all just traveling through time, brother man. And in a way, in a very true way, we are a bunch of time-traveling humans, just traveling through this cosmos, just crashing through existence. That's why some of the things in this world just completely blows my mind, how we act and interact with other people, even myself included, you know. Good morning, Catfish. Catfish Jones in his house in the VW bus. Thanks everybody for hanging out this morning with me. We'll sip on coffee in the morning. You know, tomorrow be the last coffee sipping day until Tuesday. From the VW bus at least. And of course you guys can always catch me Sunday when I upload my weekly vlog of little snippets of my life, little daily snippets, because it is kind of a daily vlog still, even though I upload it every Sunday, but it is a daily vlog of my life. So I'll see you guys in the morning, hopefully, if you want to hang out. Mikasa Tsukasa, 6:30 a.m. here in my neck of the woods, 4:30 a.m. over in Seattle and the rest of the West Coast, 7:30 a.m. over there in Vermont and the rest of the East Coast. You guys have a most excellent and grateful and fun, super fun Thursday. Be kind to one another, love one another, be grateful for every single moment and moments of the day, because we don't know. Peace, love, and Volkswagen grease.